Todd?
Hey guys,
Yes.
how's it going?
All right. Yay. Let me know in the chat if you guys can hear him okay. And I'm going to put up a link because we're going to multi-stream painting the Kingdom Death Easter Bunny pinup tonight. So I'm excited about that. Hello, you will never know. And Artie Wolf. I'm going to put it's Wednesday. Yes. All right, so hold on 1 second. I'm going to multi-stream. Give you guys the link for the multi-stream. Kingdom Death Easter Bunny pinup tonight. So I'm excited about that. Hello, you will never know. And Artie Wolf. I'm going to work. Nope. It's Wednesday. Yes. All right, so hold on 1 second. I'm going to multi-stream. Give you guys the link for the multi-stream. Check out Toad painting. Easter Bunny pinup tonight. Right. So I'm excited about that. Hello, you will never know. And Artie
there
we go. Did it work? Nope. It's Wednesday. Yes. I think right, so, we might want to I don't know, lower the music or.
Is it? Because. Okay. Yeah.
Give us a bear with us, guys. This is the first time. This is actually Todd's very new to streaming, so this is his first multi-stream.
Okay, let's see.
All right, so obviously this is not your first Kingdom Death model. Do you want to tell my chat a little bit about yourself?
I'm a professional painter. I've been doing it for quite a few years, like 6+ years. And I've been painting, oh my god, since I've been 14. So it's been a long time. It's been like 16,
a very long time. Did you ever do like Golden Demon or anything like that?
No, I was too young for that. I don't know, I'm from a small town in Vancouver Island, so it's not really a...
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
All right, hold on. I'm going to mute myself while I say hello to some more people.
Okay. So you've got it. I guess I'll start painting a little bit. Start doing the flesh. I guess I'll be doing her flesh. Let's see now. Let's see,
all right. So I'm going to start out with the skin tones because that's my jam. My stream knows me for my skin tones. And I'm doing my Verdaccio realistic skin tones. And I hope you don't mind me kind of doing my verbal monologue with you.
We can chat with each other, or we can just do your normal thing.
Yeah.
It's fine. All right. I'm going to just be lazy. Sorry.
I have some of the brand new Scale 75 Artist acrylics. And they're supposed to be non-toxic, but I wouldn't brush lick them. I just gave up brush licking altogether. But I'm going to get out some of these. I've got Burnt Skin, which is sort of like a sienna color. And then I have a couple different flesh tones that I'm going to use. One is real similar to Midland Flesh and Cardic Flesh.
Yes, that's what I'm using. I'm using...
These painting is P3.
I think so Caspian Flesh is the brightest
be able
one.
to
do the brush licking, which is what I'm doing.
Yeah. I'm so sorry. I did throw this at Proto Maker last minute. He's a planner and I'm not. And so I neglected to give him all the info right away. All right. I've got my 3 colors right now on my palette and I've got my skin tone already. Thank you for the subscription, Mr. Proto Maker. My husband just subscribed to me.
Very cute.
18 months.
Oops, that's a little too bright. I change my... Oh, it's... Congratulations. Sorry.
Right. Sorry, Mike. We were focused right here.
It's a little too...
I'm sorry.
Okay.
My one of my chat people, Black Skull 1965, painted the Easter Bunny pinup, and he said it was one of his favorites. And Paint Splattered Orc says, "Ooh, is this the Everlasting Wet palette from Redgrass Games?" And it is, and I love it. And we're sponsored by Redgrass Games. In fact, I'm going to be bringing some palettes with me to Adepticon.
That sounds fun. Never actually been to Adepticon. How was it?
I love it. I mean, I use it a lot because I'm a very lazy painter, and having the ability to, leave my paint and not have to, pull out paint. I'm lazy and impatient, and I paint to my strengths, which is that. I'm lazy and impatient. So the first thing I'm doing is I'm basically going and pulling all the shadows out with the dark brown. I've already got the green on here, but I want sort of a dark brown so I have strong contrast.
Paint Splatter, they've been on Instagram for a while. I'm not sure why they weren't following you on Twitch. Actually ordered himself the same wet palette earlier today. So excited.
Awesome. You're going to love it. You do want to make sure you don't ever leave it closed with wet sponge for a long time without checking it, because I just left one in my studio and I opened it and it was really rank.
Oh. Lovely.
I
I've heard
know.
about
It's
that.
like, okay, I don't think I'll use that sponge ever again.
Yeah. I just use paper towel for mine. I just
Okay,
throw it out
guys, my
once in a while.
glasses are off, so if you want to get my attention, you have to do @Shoshiesminis.
Okay.
And if you want to talk to Todd, he's over at Toad Painting on his stream.
Okay.
Which my mods can use the command !multi if you want to bring up that link.
In that palette,
I didn't leave it open long enough to look because it was really bad, but it smelled rotten.
Ooh. Lovely.
Yeah. So you know what? I'm going to take a shortcut right now. I'm going to just go straight to some Agrax Earthshade and do this super fast because I'm impatient. Rather than brown line every single shadow.
Yeah.
Whoa, Lamuna's the highest.
I know. We had a couple people. So in my chat, Todd, we have a thing where my viewers can earn chat points for the amount of time they sit and watch my stream. And I have different ranks for the length of time.
Oh, okay.
So the highest rank we've made has finally been reached by a couple of my viewers, and that's Master Painter. So nice. I'm pretty impressed with them because that means they've been watching for a very long time. Yeah.
Katie Lynn. Oh.
Hello, Katie Lynn. Lynch. Sorry. So I was wondering, I kind of was thinking about doing like a little freehand fishnet on her, but then I'm like, maybe not.
I'm just gonna do the. Let's go again. It's like stalking on one leg because that's the left leg, her right leg.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do that. I'm trying to keep it, but change up the colors. Like keep the same kind of. So it's.
I gotcha.
I'm actually gonna start with a base though. I like to do that first. I always forget to do it, but it's best to do it. I don't know. Do you like doing the base first, or you just leave that to last? Actually, you don't even have your base yet. Because mine's already fully built. I have
her base. I have her base here. Hold on a second.
Let's see.
Bicycle said, kudos to Kingdom Death for sponsoring your Adepticon classes. He'll be a benefactor of their graciousness. Big waka waka to KD.
I know. I was so excited. So Kingdom Death is actually sponsoring my one of my Adepticon classes. Sponsoring my skin tones class, which is awesome. So for these eggs, I don't know if you know this, but these little bunnies that are coming out of these eggs, they're actually some kind of Japanese thing. They're like a Japanese demon.
Even to the Japanese.
I know. But I mean, like, let me see if I can find it.
Hansa Schutza just subscribed.
Ah, danke, Panzerschütze.
They kind of like rabbit, like the one near the Nintendo characters, like those rabbits, whatever they're called again. The one, the white bunnies that are enemies. To remind me of the rabbiting rabbits. They're called.
Yeah.
Remind me of that. Because they're kind of cutesy. They have those big floppy ears and they're like white and a lot of teeth.
So a lot of stuff from Kingdom Death is inspired off of anime and stuff, and I know that one of the things, if there's somebody in my chat who knows about these egg demons, please feel free to tell me what they come from, because I've seen pictures of them. Egg bunny demon, yeah.
Oh,
and they have blue shells.
Is this predate like Easter from like Christian thing, or is this like just like a something they kind of melded together with their culture?
All right, I'm gonna go ultra Easter pastel for mine. So my bunnies, I'm gonna go with like probably, I don't know. I want to kind of make them scary looking though.
I'm gonna go high contrast because the OSL, right, and kind of flamboyant. So I'm gonna make the eggs gonna be pink with maybe polka dots. I don't know, but I'm just doing the ground first basically right now.
It's gonna be interesting because I got to make up a whole Easter color scheme for you. By the way, guys, for those of you who don't know, Toad and I are painting these for each other.
Yes.
So he's painting mine and I'm painting his, and then we're gonna swap. Yeah. And it's a way for me to get like a really cheap commission out of him. Waka waka, you know. I'm a big fangirl of his work. You need to check his stuff out.
Yes. Everybody knows you.
And he's on Instagram, and you're on Instagram too, right?
Instagram, Twitter, Facebook.
Okay, so you can find him at Toad Painting.
Yeah,
on those social media. All right, Easter color scheme. And for those of you guys who missed Monday, I'm going to show you. I was painting my Bring the Noise figure, and we're basing it off of the Steel Panther album, Feel the Steel. So I just wanted to point that out. We're going to be painting that again on Friday. So, but on Wednesdays, Code and I are going to multi-stream some more until we get these pinups done. These bunny pinups.
Yes, these very cute little ladies.
All right, I think I found creative Easter palettes for graphic designers.
I'm just going to do the classic pink, pastel-y pink.
All right, I found one with like a deep burgundy, like almost like a magenta, and an orange, and a lime green, and a teal. I like that color scheme a lot.
Yeah, that sounds like a lot of work. You can do that.
Yeah. Somebody goes, maybe they're Tamagotchi. They're not. No, they're not. No. I don't think they're Tamagotchi. They're some kind of demon, I think.
I think most
Tamagotchi are dead. Let's see.
They're slowly starved to death. Sorry, that's probably a little too dark.
Why does Todd sound familiar? You may have seen him stream before because he has his own.
I just started
stream.
A couple weeks. Yes.
Yeah. In fact, here's the multi again. Artie Wolf, if you want to type this command anytime anybody asks about the multi-stream, they can go and watch us both at the same time. All right, I'm going to paint my earth this lovely. Can you zoom in just a smidge, Mike?
Okay. So,
there we go. That's much better. Now you can see what I'm doing.
Okay.
I'm really hoping this will turn out okay. The first time I painted this model, this is the second time I painted this model. I really just kind of winged the colors, and I made it a very dark color scheme. But it worked.
I'm gonna add a lot of blues to it, so hopefully I don't mess it up too much. But it's gonna be very blue because like I'm gonna do the lantern's gonna be like the orange, white, or sorry, I'm gonna say yellow, I guess. Yeah, yellow kind of colors, and I think the shadow's gonna be blue. So I'm gonna try and make it work, but it may just be terrible. I might spend like 20 hours in this lady to fix it. Okay.
Axel says he added a little paw egg dye to his washes for the eggs. Wow, that's dedication. That's an Easter thing, definitely.
I just add my own saliva.
All right, there's my burgundy. And then I think I'm going to go with that turquoise for my eggs.
I'm doing my eggs
Let's
pink.
see. I'm going to use...
Maybe with some polka dots. Okay. Let's see. Let's add the blue into the shadows here. Mixed with my flesh colors. So it kind of turns into a purple. Oh, thanks.
Woo! All right.
Thanks for following. Sorry, I missed that. Name. I'm trying to read somebody else's text. I can't multitask. It's
Did
hard.
you get some follows? Hello,
Yeah,
Orcus Gaming.
You gotta follow. I missed the guy's name. I just saw the zombie walk across.
Oh, that's right. You may have seen Todd in a Privateer Press Painters Iron Painter stream.
Yes.
Did you win Iron Painter?
I've won it a few times. Yes.
I won it once too.
Oh, nice.
We should iron paint one day.
Oh, I did the Gen Con Iron Painter 2 years ago, and that was really fun. I did like everything I could, like Dark Sword, Privateer Press, Impact, and a couple other ones. It was a little weird, like because like the first day of Gen Con, I did three speed paints, and I got second in every single one of them. And I'm like, it's like, oh, this is, well, what am I gonna do to make it better? And I figured out so what you want to do in speed painting is freehand, so do like little like decals and whatever, and also OSL. So I did
yes.
So I had this one like lich guy, and I turned him into like a White Walker. So he had this like frost sword, and like OSL was coming off of it. I posted it on my thing. Like, this is a long time ago. So on the third day, because I got when you get in the second, if you get second, you get into the final day, which was on the third day. So I actually got first place in all three of my speed paintings on the third day. It was nice. Anyway, hopefully that was not too rambly. Okay. I'm just waiting for my ground.
Oh, the new season of Game of Thrones starts like the week before we go to Australia.
Oh no!
But we can probably use VPN for my work to be able to watch it on Hulu while we're there, so the Australians might get to see it early, maybe.
They always get to see it early. They're
a day ahead. So yeah.
They're what, 12 hours?
Womp womp.
They're 12 hours ahead?
They're 15, 16 hours, I think.
And a day.
Wow.
Yeah. So
a day.
right now it's today is Wednesday, so it's Thursday morning for most Australians right now.
No, much more. No, it's late Thursday.
Yeah. I know what I mean. All right, I'm making Robin's egg blue eggs.
Oh, that's cute.
They're all the same.
They're all the same. Yeah, I'm doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Because I'm doing OSL, so it's like I don't want to make it too complex. It looks a little it looks way too busy and muddy if you add too many complex things on that OSL, I find. Keep it simple. That's what I like to do.
Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness, I got a little bitty raid from Socrates. Thank you so much.
Very nice.
I love. I'm going to put your name over here, Socrates, as a thank you.
Oh, eggs are very nice. I'm still stuck on the skin here. Has to mix it into my palette.
Rob Jedi is Australian, and he said it is 12:20 in Sydney. So let's if you guys haven't gotten the link yet, if you're just now joining, you can watch both Toad Painting and I on this multi-stream. And he is a really excellent painter.
Thank you. And so are you. You are fantastic.
Thank you. All right, I'm enjoying these eggs, and the contrast between the turquoise and the maroon so far is nice. All right. So, do you mind if I just ask you some questions about yourself so we can
Sure.
kind of entertain and chat while we paint?
No worries.
Are you one of those people that can talk and paint?
Yeah, kind of. It's hard to do it while I'm trying to make the model still in focus on the camera, because like I always like have the model wander off,
Oh.
and so yeah. But yeah, go ahead. Ask me. Distract me as much as you want.
Rob Jedi wants to know what iron painter is.
Ah. Do you want to tell him, or do you want me to?
I could probably explain it very poorly if you want, but you could probably do a better job.
I'll fill in. You explain it, and I'll fill in.
So, at Lock and Load every year, there's a speed painting competition, and anybody can enter it. And people just enter. They give you like a test model, and you have about 20 minutes to paint it, and then they pick the best 3. And then those 3 people go on stage at the end of the first night, and they basically give you like challenges while you're painting. So they give you about 40
Kind of like iron, kind of like the chef show. What is it called? Iron Chef. Yeah.
Maybe. And so one year I had to use a pancake as a brush for like 30 seconds. That was last year, actually. They gave us a nice fresh pancake on top of our palette, and it was great because we were doing a robot. And so I took the pancake, ripped it up, and made little like stipples and just like little like scratches with it. It's kind of like foam. It's kind of interesting. Had some silver and just went to town. Battle damage everywhere.
So, for those of you guys who don't know what Lock and Load is, it's a privateer press convention for
War Machine
Hordes, and they have it's basically the company sponsored
it's very fun
convention.
It's all the staff.
It is very fun. It's Seattle, and Seattle's an amazing town.
Yeah, and it's so close to me. That's why it's so convenient. It's like a 2-hour drive. It's very nice.
So I was there in 2016 or 17, 2016, I think. And I actually went up against Eric Swinson.
Yep, I went against him the last few times, actually.
Yeah, I beat him, and that was like amazing because he's a really amazing painter.
Nice. Yeah, he's good. He beats me all the time in the painting competition. Like the normal, like the Grandmaster, I think it's called.
Yeah. Right now I'm putting some Drakenhof Nightshade in between the eggs so that there's some separation.
Yeah, I haven't got the eggs yet. I'm still trying to do the ground, but the ground's just a little wet still.
You wish you could go to the big cons? What about CanCon? That's in Canberra in it's like near Australia Day, I think. Like CanCon and then Australia. You missed the golden camels.
Does it sound golden camels?
He's talking about I don't know what the golden camels is, but I'm assuming it's some kind of Australian painting convention or gaming convention.
I don't really associate camels.
Maybe it's an award. Maybe it's an award.
I don't really associate like camels with Australia. More of like kangaroos, right?
They have lots of camels. Well, basically, they brought camels to Australia. Now they have herds of wild camels.
Yeah, it's not an entirely wholesome or an entirely Australian thing. It's like a invasive species, you might say, like
right.
Like the cane toad, for example. The cane toad's a terrible thing over there. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if there's any natural predators for the camel either.
Well, they're probably just using them for like whatever, like fur or something, meat or.
He said that they have more camels than any other country, and the golden camels was a painter competition they had during Golden Demons dinner at a Thai restaurant in Newtown. Is it Newton or is it Newtown? I don't want to mispronounce.
They had it in a restaurant, like as like a mock kind of thing, like a.
I guess. I don't know. Sounds like it.
Just to shun the GW competition.
I don't know. Sounds like a little side competition maybe they had.
Like a fun one, maybe like a. For like
Yeah.
Like the Iron Painter, where it's just like not a serious one. It's more like a. Let's
Right,
get drunk
right.
and do stuff. Okay, so I'm not liking how the skin's turning out. I'm sorry. I'm making it too splotty. I don't know why I'm rushing.
So let's have a rule that whatever we paint on stream, we can go ahead and touch up and fix up off stream.
Well,
I always paint a little better off stream.
well, yeah, I can hold it
I'm-
properly and stuff like that, right? I've kind of
Right.
constricted to the camera.
I don't have the best eyesight.
Yeah, I'm okay. Just my lighting right now is.
Oh, okay. Rob Jedi says,
change it.
so they try and convert and paint minis while drinking and eating dinner, usually minis based on bottle caps. And then we put down paper over. That sounds so fun.
It does sound a little ridiculous.
Okay. I'm not sure what color to make these bunnies. I think I'm going to make them this, like this pink flesh tone, just to be weird. Kind of like a Cardic flesh color.
Is that a proprietary press paint, or is that just your scale model stuff?
It's my scale 75, but it's
Okay, that must be a generic skin
I'm
tone.
giving you I'm helping you be able to imagine it.
No, I can see
by equating.
I can see you on. I've got both mine and yours open right now.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I just muted the
good.
tab because I was having a little bit of feedback, so I wanted not to have that. Okay. Let's see now.
All right, yeah. It's I think giving these bunnies a flesh color has brought a new kind of weird to them. They're already weird, but having them be that color is interesting.
Okay. I'm gonna use some of the sanguine base. It's a nice, I don't want to say burgundy color, but make this shadows more purpley.
Remember, guys, if you want to get my attention, put at Shoshiesminis in my chat so I can make sure to catch your, especially when my glasses are off. Lamina says these would look good as alien tree hugger eggs. Oh, that's a good point.
I don't know if you want them black though, because they were like a very dark brown.
Yeah, you would have to give them black,
Yeah,
I think.
Oh. Okay, let's see if I can fix the skin.
Woohoo! There we go. So Rob Jedi says so. It was the best painters from Australia and New Zealand with their other halves, and the occasional GW guy we would drag along, doing their worst work. That's awesome. I love that. That sounds like a lot of fun.
Okay.
I have to say that I do think that this particular model would be easier to do with privateer press paints because of the little bit longer drying time.
I just use the mixing medium to extend the life on some things and change up. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna do the pink eggs now, I guess. Mers magenta is a good color.
Oh wow!
What? It's a
I
nice
just
name.
had a follower who just subscribed, and his name is I don't know if I'm saying this right. Is it Solun from Hong Kong, and that's really
Nice.
cool.
Very nice.
Yeah. Welcome to the chat. We are painting Kingdom Death. We're painting the Easter Bunny pinup, and you're able to. Lamunis, could you put exclamation point multi so he can see? I'm painting with Toad Painting right now, and he's also painting the same model, so you can get to see two artists for the price of one.
Which is, for me, free.
Yes, exactly.
I didn't realize some of these eggs
Make
are
sure
actually
I'm
like
on cam. Like,
open. You have the same problem with kind of painting off screen sometimes?
yeah, do you?
Yeah, well, I just kind of wanders.
Like I said, I wear glasses, and so sometimes in order to be able to see the mini, I have to bring it close to my face.
So it goes out of frame.
And that doesn't always keep it on cam.
Yeah.
I have a little spiral so that I can, always put it on my desk, and so that way I'm able to keep it in the same place.
Okay. Yeah, change something. Here we go.
All right. I'm almost done basing this ear. And then I'm going to check chat. And I'm also going to look at Toad's chat also.
I don't have any chat.
I hope you don't mind if I call you that on stream.
I got me Toad or Todd.
Call you Todd, Toad. I'll be interchangeable with it.
Yeah, I'm just trying to fix my exposure because I had it it wasn't doing it properly.
Brand awareness.
That's really out of focus for some reason. Is that?
All right. Give me a second. I'm going to look at chat. Oh, wow. It's 9:30 a.m. in Hong Kong. That is so cool. I'm so glad that you can make it. Eggs do lend themselves to a lot of freehand fun. You're just afraid at this point to paint any of your KDM minis. So you should try to paint some of the bigger ones. I'm going to show everybody on stream. I just did a stream where we painted the Dung Beetle Knight and his dung ball in 2 hours. And we mostly used dry brush, and it came out really fun. And really, I like it. Came out good. So, paint some of the bigger models, and maybe, get out some of my videos that I've got on demand, which are on YouTube, and see if you can, watch those and maybe follow along, because I tried to make this really simple. And the more confidence you have as you get to, painting Kingdom Death, the more you'll be brave and be able to paint the smaller stuff. I'm getting decay black for my base. I like to paint the entire base black, or the little rim around the edge.
Nice. Your dung ball guy. Not a flattering name, but.
Panzer Schutzi says he's in Singapore watching on Twitch. Wow. That's impressive. Wednesday is a good day for the that side of the world. The Oceanic, is it Oceanic or is it Asian times to watch me? For Twitch for Wednesdays? Because it's in the morning for them.
I'm just happy to get whatever I can. Being a newbie.
Hey, Guilo, how are you? Guilo X is a streamer. He does Gundams, and that's how I met him because I did a Gundam stream not too long ago.
Very nice. How'd that turn out? What kind of model do you do?
What did we do? The first one I did on stream was, I don't remember the name of it because it was like a bunch of numbers and letters.
Oh,
It
yes.
didn't have like a,
Yeah, no. Let's see.
So Guilo, we're doing a multi-stream right now. So Todd from Toad Painting is in a multi-stream with me. And so if you hear him, he's the other painter in the other stream. I'm going to do exclamation point multi so you guys can watch.
Let's see.
There we go.
Perfect. Okay. I guess the eggs are coming along.
Okay, I see what you're doing. You've got a pink eggs. I like it.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to keep it simple because I'm doing more cell, right? So I do all that stuff, and it kind of...
You're getting some ambiance and shadow in there already. I might have to copy a little bit of your stuff.
No worries. I'm trying not to make this look terrible, but I don't know. It's...
I know, me too. Mine is trying not to look terrible also.
Okay.
I had a coach. It was yesterday. If you subscribe to me at the tier 3 level, you get a free half hour of video coaching. And so I had one of my students, and he's brand new, and I told him, I was like, you don't have to be, you can be a beginner for a while, like enjoy it. And taught him how to dry brush and to sketch on a mini.
Oh, nice.
So that he could just get confident at, painting basic stuff. And I think sometimes as long-term painters who've been painting a long time, we forget to just relax and have fun and sketch. And then we can always kind of pull it in and be bold later with like details and things like that.
I don't know if that works for my style. At least for some things. It kind of... I don't know. I don't really...
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just kind of frazzled right now because this stupid thing is not turning out the way I want it to.
Well,
Which is
it's all right.
unfortunate because you're watching me slowly destroy
I'm
the model.
only peeking. I'm not directly watching you, so don't get get self-conscious. I'm only peeking every now and then.
No worries.
That's only so I can copy off you.
No. I like your eggs. My eggs are terrible right now. They are.
I did too. I was kind of surprised how
Was it a
nice
wash?
those came out.
Was it like a...
It's not a wash. It's art. It's called Adriatic Blue, and I just kind of glazed it over the already white egg.
Oh, very nice.
Pretty good.
Yeah, that has a nice pop to it, I gotta say.
Yeah, it does.
Mine are definitely lacking that pop. But hopefully it will work okay when I do some more highlighting.
I'm gonna make a glaze over one of these eggs, so it's more purple looking. Right, that did not work how I wanted it to, but I'm gonna... Ooh, I kind of like that. That's better. Now some white over this top here. Ooh.
Oh, I'm slowly...
Okay. I want to cheat, and I want to use some... I like using washes when I'm not feeling confident with shading.
I love using washes.
So I'm going to use some Carroburg Crimson. I think that's what it is. On the bunnies.
I love using washes. It's good just to be a quick little like cheat sheet kind of thing. Kind of shows you where light should hit it.
Oh, that looks really good on that pink. It kind of hides all my brush strokes too. Look at that.
Very nice. Let's see.
I'm gonna put some in the teeth so that got shading in there already. Paint Splattered Orc says, I'm not really a fan of washes, but I feel like it's something worth experimenting and learning with. Yeah, definitely. You should experiment with it because sometimes a wash will do something that a paint won't.
Yes.
And it's so much less time. So much less time.
Well, it's just a good tool to use. Like if you know how to use it, you should.
Yeah, and don't rule out any possibilities. Like,
because some people sneer on like dry
I'm
brushing.
not a
Dry
fan
brushing
of-
is a great tool for certain instances. Not great for everything,
exactly.
but
It is a tool.
Yeah.
Lana says, I think having more fun imagining what Toad is painting by the interaction between you. My eggs look terrible. I pictured them on fire. And then he's got my little troll face emote. I'm dubious when Todd says they look terrible because I know what a good painter he is, and I know that we're all our own worst critic.
A lot of fixing, that's all I'm going to say.
Okay.
A lot of fixing.
I always say finished, not perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect.
Yes. Sometimes you got to say it's done and throw it away.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the other thing I told my coaching student is I said, don't focus on trying to have perfect models right now. Focus on doing many models. Yeah. Many models.
To say this is done, and then you can go back to it if you want, but just
quantity versus quality right now, because I got to thank someone. Hold on. The Easter Bunny peanut. There we go. All right, I'm going to put a wash in between here. Oop. There we go.
Okay.
The only reason why I'm not a fan of the washes is because if you leave them in those bottles that they sell them in, you will tip them over and it's a waste of money. So I do rebottle my washes into dropper bottles.
I just use the private press. They just come in dropper bottles. It's very nice.
Yeah, those are nice too.
Very convenient.
My eggs are looking poopy. Rob said my eggs are looking poopy. I think
brown
they look
eggs.
good.
No, they look great.
No, they're not brown. They're
well, I know.
blue.
It'd be poopy if they're brown. I was like joking. Like little rabbit.
All right, I feel like I want to lighten these up just a bit, so I'm going to get out some probably maybe an off-white color like this pale skin and glaze it. Glaze it. Poppy. They're looking poppy, not poopy. Okay, that's better.
Yeah.
I know that autocorrect. Oh, pop as in they pop. Oh, yes. Awesome. That is much...
And much more of a compliment.
I mean, they could have been looking poopy. I mean, that's a valid critique. I'm going to make them look poppy even more by adding a little highlight on the top. Trying to keep it from getting streaky on me. So is there anything that you use to help keep your lighter colors from getting chalky on you?
I like to go back
like a
with...
drying retarder?
Sorry, what? You got a little...
Like a...
It's cutting out every time you say that one word. Sorry.
Oh, drying retarder? Do you use that?
The mixing medium kind of helps, but I use my saliva, which kind of retards it itself. Like my saliva is a great mixing medium, so hence all the
Yeah.
licking. Because it kind of...
So I'm showing this on camera. I've got my Pentel watercolor brush pen, and inside it I've got 50% water, 50% drying retarder. Yeah. And I'm just going to put that on the top of my eggs so that way when I put the highlight color on here, it will not streak up on me and also not dry so quickly, so it won't get chalky.
Okay. Chunky
And
or
if you have any
chalky?
questions about that technique, chalky, because
Okay.
I'm using flat colors, so they tend to chalk up much quicker because they don't dry the same times.
Okay.
Always those colors that take a little longer. Okay, I got my glasses off, guys, so if you need to get my attention, say at Shoshiesminis. It's not opaque enough, and I don't know what's going on. Let me try shaking it some more.
Yes, when in doubt, shake.
Mm-hmm. Scale 75's paints are extra super heavy pigmented, and so they always, you have to usually put something in them to like a rattle or a kind of bead.
Can't tell if this is in focus or not. It's just weird.
It's not working. Oh, what's going on? Try this one.
Let's see. Let's fix my eggs. My eggs are a little...
That's better.
Scrambled.
Scrambled eggs?
Yeah. I'm running out of space on my palette. I always have this problem.
Now, do you use a wet or a dry palette?
Wet. I've just got a little parchment paper towel. So...
Gotcha. Okay, give me a second, guys. I'm going to check chat in a minute. Trying to quickly get these highlighted so that they
maybe some bacon.
pop a little bit.
Skin Death miniatures always have a side of thickness, you might say.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, I was talking to one of my my peeps.
One of your
chatters.
All right, I'm going to set that down, let that dry. Check chat. Hey, Greaser, you found me on YouTube of you painting Dust Tactics. Oh, that was an old video. Holy cow. Dust Tactics Minis 1947. That's awesome. I'm so glad you found me. And now you've also found Toad Painting, who I'm streaming with.
Hello.
And the bot just did the multi-stream link so you can watch us both. So Soul888 says, or Solon says, can you talk a bit about how to get the right consistency? I'm a newbie painting miniatures. I can, and I'm gonna, let's see, I have a visual aid. I got these are called paint dilution strips, and I got them from Ben Comets. You can get them at bencomets.com. Oh, and I got this on this magnet. Well, exactly. Hold on, I'm gonna take one of these out and show you guys. So when I water down my paint, actually, let me get the black one because that one's going to be easier to see. You guys see that? That's better. Thank you for posting that link. Okay. So here we have the heaviest, and that's straight paint. And at the far end, we have light, which you can is barely even visible. You can almost not see the paint at all. So it's like almost mostly water. And in between, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 8, 9. So total of 9. So like this would be 0 over here. So 0 to 10. And these are your different levels of thickness. And you can kind of see the more I add water, I think this is going to be a light one. No, it's going to be over here. So see how when I paint on that strip, sorry if I sometimes stop in the middle of what I'm doing to teach something because my stream is a teaching stream.
All right. It's one of the guys talking
So
about.
you can see let's use straight paint. We can do straight paint over here. See, that's heavy. And just adding a little. And what I do is I load my brush with water first.
Yes.
So let me put my water cup here.
It's a good way of
I'll
keeping
load my brush with water and then see how full of water it is. And then I'll pat it on a paper towel to control how much water's in it. Then I'll dip it in the paint. So I can kind of see the consistency. And then what I'll do is I'll thin it out onto my palette. So I can kind of see how much water is in the paint, right? And I can see if it's too thick or too thin. And then when I go to put it on my model, it's already the right consistency that I want. And if it's splitting or if it's kind of too watery, then I'll dab my brush on the paper towel to kind of wick up some of that water so I can control that just a little bit better. Cat hair on the model. By the way, Toad, you're guaranteed at least one cat hair in the package, if not on the model.
Okay,
like one of my things.
My girlfriend's name is Cat, so I got cat hair everywhere too. Don't worry.
Yeah.
She got long curly hair, so I'm used to it. It's fine.
Mm.
Yours gonna be a little different though. What kind of cat do you have? Do you have like a ginger cat or a black cat?
We have two. They're basically what you would consider like a light ginger, so they're buff.
Buff.
And they're both the same color. One's long hair and one's short.
Okay.
So Greaser asked me, do I still paint my Dust-tastic miniatures? That was the only one I've ever painted because that was a gift from Gregoire and Alicia, who are the owners of the company. They gave that to me at Adepticon, and I painted that up specifically for Alicia and gave that back to her, and she was very excited.
Oh.
She told Gregoire, hands off, this is mine. But I have not painted any Dust-tastic. I don't generally paint a lot of war figures. Rob does the same thing, and it's so hard to explain. Also, sucking the brush. Yeah. So Rob, not Rob, Toad is a brush licker. So he might, point the brush and then use the saliva to thin the paint out on the model.
Yeah, that's what.
Is that right?
Yeah, it's kind of thinning it out. Also gives it, kind of retards it too, and it helped because the pigment it basically you know when like you put too much water in paint and it starts drying, the pigment goes to the edges and you get the bathtub effect, whatever. With saliva, it doesn't happen. So you basically the pigment dries evenly. Are you opening champagne or something? I heard a little pop.
One of my followers just asked me, they usually have the problem of the brush growing dry after a few strokes, and you're not sure if that's normal or if you need more water. So one thing you have to factor in is your humidity in your room or in your state or where you are. Because like I'm in Illinois, and it's very humid in Illinois for the most part. If you're in Australia, it's going to get really hot and dry, so you're going to want a wet palette, and you're going to want some drying retarder. This is going to help you really if you also maybe keep a humidifier in your room. Another thing that will help you is to use a brush that's bigger with more bristle in it. Just because you're painting a mini doesn't mean you can't paint with a big brush, because if the point is pointy, it doesn't matter if it's big or not, as long as, see, this one doesn't have a sharp.
Yeah, the smallest brush I use is a number 2, so.
Yeah. Really? Okay.
Well, what brush
I use some small brushes, but
like
this is a 2. This is the smallest brush he uses.
Yeah,
so that's a 2.
Yeah.
The smallest brush I use is 00. This is a 00. And this is always going to have stuff dry on the brush quicker. So you're gonna want to have thinner or a drying retarder.
Yeah.
So I'll put a little drying retarder either in my palette here, or I'll put it on my it doesn't usually go on my wet palette, but I'll put it in my dry palette, and then I'll dip my brush in it, and then I'll dip my paint. So that's one way you can keep from having your brush dry out. The bigger the brush, the longer it will stay wet. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Definitely good advice. I'm going to give little polka dot speckles to the top of this egg. And I'm using the little brush. Because I'm giving it polka dot speckles to hide all my brush marks. Whenever you want to hide brush strokes or like bad blending, cover it with texture.
Yes. Battle damage is my favorite way to hide things.
Yes.
Well, but you don't play war game. I don't paint war game models, so you can't do that. At least harder to do it. Let's see now.
What happened? Ah. Oops, that's too much paint on my brush. There we go. Right. My glasses are off, so if you want to get my attention, do at Shoshiesminis. That looks cute. I like that a lot. The speckles
Very nice.
just added some flavor.
Yeah, looks very nice. I like that a lot. I'm not doing that just because of how my OSL is working out. I have to do too many layers. It's kind of hard to get into there because I'm painting my model on the base, which does not seem great. Not a great idea currently. I'm out of space.
Oh yeah, I took her off because I've painted this one before, and you can't get to the eggs real easily if you put her on too early.
I made that mistake. I don't like painting it though separately. It's so annoying, but
I know,
sometimes you have
because
to.
it makes it harder to like match everything.
Yeah, just
Okay. After I finish this egg, I'm going to check chat.
Paint splattered orc wants to know. Seen tip. Barely got some new brushes and the main brush.
I mean, if it's a synthetic brush, they're just going to do that. And there's not much you can do to fix it. I mean, sometimes a hooked brush can be used specifically to paint certain things. Like, because you can use the hook to your advantage.
do you
But,
ever
it's never going to be your detail brush.
do you ever twist your brushes, like make the bristles like give it a slight twist so it retains the tip? Because I'm using synthetic brushes, I think.
Right.
And I always put in my mouth and give a little spin, and it helps retaining the tip for a long time.
So give it a spin.
Yeah. Because my brushes are like $2-3 and they last quite a few months. So, and they're synthetics.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I don't know.
Right. I'm painting little tiny bunny teeth now with a tiny brush, and it's
I'm still working on those stupid eggs, but I got some
in the
flesh
eyeballs.
done.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to start on next, as soon as I get this done. Hey.
Gotta fix all my hard edges.
Sorry, that's if you ever hear me say that's good enough, that's usually me telling myself to stop before I screwed up.
Yeah. Because you can always go back, I guess. Or the best thing is
Right.
when you like, you say, I'm gonna go back to this and fix it, but then you forget about it and you never notice it again, so you just never go back. And
Right,
it
exactly.
saves so much time that way. That's what I do. Because if you can't see it once it's
Yes.
finished, it's like, then there's no real point in wasting the time.
There wasn't wrong and nothing wrong with it in the first place. Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, that might be a terrible philosophy, but sometimes you have to
All
do
right.
it.
I'm gonna set that down because I think that's good enough. All right, got the girl. I need a different brush because this brush is not going to be able to do skin tones. I think I might even need a bigger brush than that. Check chat. Let's see. The camera is focused on the water cup. Is it? Nope, it's not anymore. Okay, good. Mike fixed it. Mike's my man. Let's see. Hello, Miss Half Damage. Hello.
Paint splatter. Are you like? Depends also how you're storing the brushes. If you don't obviously store the brushes point down, how are you cleaning it too? Because like when I clean my
Right.
brush like this. Because like I put it against the side of the brush, and I just like twist it like this. So I'm just rolling it, and so I'm like putting quite a bit of pressure on it. But I'm like, so it's basically going like this, and it's causing the bristles to like rub against each other. And that's how I clean my brush and my.
I'm going to use. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, sorry. Sorry, just in my chat.
Panzer Schutzi says, I struggle to figure out the correct consistency of paint and how much to load the brush most of the time. Either it's too much or flood the mini. Other times it's a little too little and the bristles kind of explodes like dry hair. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of one of those things you just have to paint more and get a better feel. I mean, it's kind of a practice thing. So if you're just painting, on the weekends and stuff, I suggest maybe trying to paint maybe 15 minutes a day instead and seeing if that improves things. So right now I'm just glazing the skin and I'm pulling the paint toward the kneecap, which is the highest point on her leg here.
I really gotta stop painting these eggs. Okay,
I just found another cat here.
So I'm gonna do white bunnies. Let's do cream bunnies. Oh. They gotta be white.
So yeah, you can sometimes look at the brush and see how loaded it is, and switch up, blot it on a paper towel.
I just ran out of space on my palette, so I'm gonna get some new paper going down. Okay, so I think I officially just gave up my eggs. I'm gonna do the little bunnies, which are gonna be cream. So
I like the idea of painting the base first because it kind of warms up your hand, kind of like stretching before a race.
Another painter told me this. Another really good painter, Arthur Nicholson. He said he does paint the base first because if you do the miniature first and then the base, you might accidentally overpaint and then get some paint onto your model, and it's much harder to fix that than say you do your base first and then paint the model and overpaint onto the base, because the base is much easier to fix, or you can hide it, right? You can use like grass or whatever, right, to fix things. So
Yeah.
that's
I think Rob Judd needs you to explain why you base coat in green.
Oh yeah, the green. Okay, so Verdaccio. So this is based on an old Italian Renaissance portraiture technique, and the green, it's sort of like a color theory technique. So basically, the warm skin tone color goes over the green, and I leave some green in the shadows, and warm colors come forward, and cool colors recede. So then your eye, I don't know if you can see this, your eye starts to blend the colors together. It doesn't see the green anymore, and it comes out looking more like gray.
It's an interesting idea. I should...
Yeah, and so the other reason is because what's my other reason? It's been a while since I explained this, but it's good practice because I'm going to be teaching my skin tones class. Caucasian skin. If you look at our skin, we have undertones of blues and greens, and that's because our skin is not opaque; it's transparent, right? So we're trying to, that's why this is more of a realistic skin tone and not like a
cartoony thing like mine.
Yeah, it's not cartoony at all. It's gonna appear a little bit more realistic. So it's and I'm gonna show all kinds of different things because I'll base it with this, and I'll leave the green in the shadows. I'm trying to glaze up to the highest point, almost like you're highlighting the green. If you want a really good video that explains this technique, go watch my YouTube video, Skin Tones with the Flower Witch from Kingdom Death. It's an excellent video and explains the entire thing really well.
I really want to paint that model. I haven't done it yet. She seems really nice. I got the big one too, I think.
Yeah, she is really cool.
Or was it? Because I got all the disciples and I got the main witch.
I painted her twice, I think.
Oh, very nice.
Once for commission and once for myself because I have my own Kingdom Death game.
Nice.
This is the booty, by the way, guys, if you didn't know that.
I think the guys know.
The booty, yep. Oh, yes. Rob Jetty says he's seen it used a lot in older fantasy illustrators like Frazetta. Yeah, exactly. It's a 2D painting technique. And I did not invent it. And I did not, I teach it to people. But it's, if you Google Verdaccio portraiture, you can find out kind of a little bit more about the science behind it. If I'm not explaining it well enough.
Oh, wow. I miss so much in this guy. So many little details. I'm always missing things.
The badonkadonk. Exactly.
Yeah. Oh my god. I put a...
What happened?
Oh, I just did the...
Oh, you dropped it?
I did a big blue spot onto one of the eggs, which I had basically finished. Now I have like a little ruined egg. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're right.
I think I actually removed it. I just basically wiped it off with a brush.
So Katie Lynch explains it for me, and I'm going to give you some points for this, Katie, for helping me. Green desaturates the flesh colors. Shadows are more desaturated than the lit areas. You don't see that color as well as it darkens its complementary color theory. And I always reward my cat people whenever they do any kind of helpful advice or, basically make this class a better learning environment. So I'm going to give her 5 points right now. You already did? Oh, Mike's ahead of me. Thank you so much. Yay.
Very cool.
Where's the points?
I don't do that. I'm just...
7. No, you didn't. Wrong. Yeah, you didn't do it right. Let me do it.
Okay.
There you go. Now you have 5 more points in addition to your 7. So then what we do with those points later on is I'll do giveaways and stuff like that, and people can buy, basically buy tickets to the giveaways with their points.
Oh, nice. Very cool setup.
Yeah, plus they like being rewarded for their good advice.
Also, we call it again, incentive for chatting, basically. Which I found starting out, people don't like to chat in the very beginning.
Katie says, speaking of helpful, not point seeking, and then they did the exclamation point multi so people could watch. That's awesome. I really appreciate that. We need it. We need a rank of brown noser, but because I would totally like teacher. We do have a teacher's pet rank. We do have a teacher's pet rank in the chat.
That's cute.
It often gets chalky if you build up all the way. That's true. So here I'm going to show you once I get it to a certain degree of where I want it. See, like right now I can see quite a bit of green on this side, but this side is perfect how I want it. I'm going to finish building that side up to the same level. And then I'm going to show you some techniques for keeping it from looking chalky.
I just use washes.
Yes. You told them my secret.
Though if you're doing 2-brush blending, it actually retains the saturation all the way through. The hard part is to keep it not so saturated. That's my problem. And it looks too cartoony sometimes.
All right. Now,
sorry if I'm ruining your
before lesson. I'm trying to think if I want to. I usually use an ink, or I can sometimes use a wash, but I usually use an ink.
Thanks for falling. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna ruin
you. Some Caspian flesh wash, but isn't that one a little bit more sepia toned? I need the one that's more red. Bear with me. I want to pick the right color because otherwise it's going to get real muddy dark fast. So,
Yes, KD.
Make sure. I think I missed another.
I like to keep the shadows dark, like unsaturated, because like there's less light hitting there, so it's less light reflecting back into your eyes. So it's darker as well as unsaturated because there's less colors bouncing back into your eyes, while the light's hitting, I guess, like you're off, like say your flesh, and it's bouncing all the flesh colors back into your eyes, so it's more saturated. But then some points the reflection, like if you have like a little bit of sweat or whatever, that's unsaturated, right? Because it's basically reflecting the light source back into your eye. Oh, I found my P3 flesh wash. That's what I'm going to use. Nice. Which one? I got like 2, I think. I have the. Oh, that just put it in the wrong thing. It's the one that's really reddish colored. Oh, that's Cossite Cador or something. It's just the plain. It's just the plain flesh wash. Yeah. It just says flesh wash. Oh, does it? I didn't know it made fresh wash. Fresh wash. Is it Cossite flesh wash? Because that's the reddish one I like. No, it's just flesh wash. Oh. Thanks, Attic Romans, for following. All right. It's already streaking up on me, so I got to be quick. And somehow I've got... Oh, I know what that is. So I've got little flecks of old dried paint in my... Because I'm using a dirty palette. I'm a dirty palette. Okay. I'll figure something out. Okay. I am going to step away for 1 second while I grab another well palette. I'll be right back. All right. Here I'm just using a combination of blue and brown inks. So I turn this very blue saturated ink into like a little bit of a green color. And so I can get the shadows. So I just want to be very lazy and just try and get all these... all the basically the separation between the shell and the these whatever rabbit creatures are. I don't want to pick out each individual shadow. Armin's Wrath says they use bottle cap for their washes. That's a good idea. The flesh wash. It's just a flesh wash. Reichland from GW is reddish also. Yeah, and it's interesting because the Reichland, it'll dry a little bit more matte. But this dries a little bit more shiny, and I actually want that shininess because skin is not matte. I always just dull my things after I use like a varnish. I do a gloss and
Yeah,
then a dull coat.
right.
So like whatever
But
shininess I have just gets
I'm
destroyed.
changing the surface. I'm changing the surface of the skin so that way, when I blend over it, it will behave differently.
Okay. I'm kind of smearing my ink everywhere now, just in the shadowed areas. Along the base anyway. So it kind of looks more natural.
All right, that looks good.
Oh, thanks. I always forget how complicated these stupid bases are for Kingdom Death. The resin ones. Okay.
Now I'm relying on the coffee staining. Exactly. You got it. So I'm relying on the coffee staining, but I have to be quick. Otherwise, the stain, I have to push it into the crevices or there will be a tide line.
Oh, the bathtub effect or whatever it's called. Bath ring.
Right. So I have to push it into the recesses. This is kind of a watercolor technique, and I'm a watercolorist at heart,
Oh,
so
nice.
yeah. Ooh, too much. Oh.
Using this ink as a lazy shadow, so basically the border between the eggs and the ground, just so I can have a very makeshift shadow, basically. Especially on our feet
I'm
area.
gonna turn this around. She's kind of balanced on some white tack right now because I don't have her glued to her base yet.
Yes, which is a smart move, unlike me. Okay.
Okay. See if I can keep the tide lines from forming. Rob Jedi says, I use P3 Midland Flash as a base tone because it's very cold with good coverage, and then you can use Flesh Wash, which usually overblown the red of the skin give you some easy shade, and you can start into brighter flesh. Yeah. So now this is so I have to let this dry. This ink wash or whatever I'm using, it has to dry all the way. Otherwise,
Yeah.
I will create little holes in the paint.
Little craters are terrible.
Yeah.
It's great if you want to do like scarring, I guess, or like weird battle damage, but not so great for flesh. Like smooth, sexy flesh.
Yes, exactly.
You don't want this pretty lady to have weird cankles or whatever. Okay.
Rob Jedi glued some skeletons to a couch, yes, and plush chairs yesterday. Now, do I paint the skellies first and then the chair around them, or dry brush the chair? Is it like to your actual couch or to like a miniature? I'm I'm picturing you like in your mini painting man cave with skeletons glued to the couch.
Guardians of the Couch.
See how we're building up the highlights and leaving the green on the boobies? This one is going to be questionable whether YouTube's going to monetize this one. They're very finicky.
There's no it's basically a girl in a like a one piece like bathing suit. It's nothing that risque, is it?
Yeah.
Because it's not a bikini.
You know what's funny is like putting the words Kingdom Death in the title will automatically demonetize it.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
They don't like, so I put KD now.
Craft dinner.
Doesn't work.
Oh, I completely forgot she has exposed breasts. I haven't painted those yet. I did all the exposed flesh except for her breasts.
The top, yeah.
Maybe. No. Sorry. If the breasts are different color than the
You're
rest of
thinking
her.
aloud. Oh,
Sorry.
don't overthink.
Well, currently I'm underthinking.
3D miniature furniture, although my version is amazing. That's funny. Orcus asked me how long I've been painting minis. Oh gosh. So do you want to know professionally or when I first started painting ever? And Armin's Wrath says, I did something similar with Valerius Call. I sprayed him down with VMA gunmetal, but he felt too bright. So you sprayed the whole model, including his robes, with Nuln Oil. Yeah. So sometimes desaturating stuff makes things brighter later. All experience. Okay. So the first time I painted minis might have been in college when I had some like Raupartha ElfQuest figure. I'm really throwing out my nerd card here.
I think we're all nerds here.
I know. And then I'm going to use a little bit of this bright light flesh here and a little bit of this basic mixed together. So then I went to a convention called Illini-Con here in my town, and there was a mini painting contest, and it was kind of a speed painting plus mini painting contest. So you had to paint a mini in a certain amount of time, and the person who had the best mini in the best time would win. And I had both. And the prize was another miniature. So that was like
is. It's always another miniature.
That was encouraging. So I ended up getting some kind of ogre and painted those for my D&D buddies because I did play D&D in the 80s and 90s. And then it wasn't until I started dating my husband that he got me in. He wanted to play a miniature game. I tell them the Mech Warrior story, Mike. So he was playing a game called Mech Warrior at the time, and that just sounded too nerdy for me, even though we met at a LARP. And and I said I'm not gonna play Mech Warrior, but he we were looking at GW figures, but they were just so expensive. And right about that time, Privateer Press came out with War Machine, and they were really affordable, and they were gorgeous minis. So it's like a way of courting me. He bought my models for me, and I was like the first person in our town to have the Death Jack. I was that jerk.
Oh, about the gay letter.
Oh, yeah. So when I first started basing models, I used kitty litter.
Oh.
As my like rock and so, and I also I overfly. So like on the outside of the model base and stuff, all over the entire edge of the model, like edge of the base, I completely covered it with static grass and kitty litter, and it looks terrible.
I've never had a cat before. Is it like absorbent? Does it have weird like odor and stuff? The kitty litter. Because
I don't know. Our Monthras says he remembers doing that with Elmer's glue. That's exactly. Yeah, and ATC Roman still uses kitty litter for basing. So I think you can use kitty litter
not the way you did it.
Not the way I did it. Don't do it the way I did it. Yeah, that's
show more restraint.
That's kind of funny. Yeah. But anyway, so that sort of got me into mini painting, and then people at the store liked what I would do, and they would say, "Hey, would you paint this for me?" And this was before I was professional. I was just kind of doing it as a hobby. And I said, sure. I just covered her knee real quick with a little rosy tone because knees have a little bit more blood.
It's a little thinner there,
than bone is so close. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the knees,
anyway,
the knuckles. Well, yeah, sorry.
Yeah. So then, I lost my train of thought.
Sorry.
So yeah, so then people were paying me and they would say, like, just do it whenever, just, and I actually got kind of a reputation for being slow painter, which is kind of funny now. 'Cause I'm actually very fast. I give myself deadlines now. But yeah, that's the story. And okay, so then I started professionally painting in about 2014 because my gallery closed. I was being a professional watercolorist at the time. My gallery closed, and I got a studio to go ahead and make a brand new portfolio. And my Reaper Bones Kickstarter rewards showed up, and I got really distracted. And that's how I wound up painting professionally, because I completely quit painting watercolors and
wow.
started painting minis full time.
Pretty impressive.
It made more money. I had to store less things, and it was way more fun. Way more. All right, let me look at chat. What dip that? Yes, exactly, Armin. I would dip the base in the glue and then into this. It was a mixture of static grass and kitty litter. It's exactly what I would. So going, I think it's on Instagram. I think there's one on Instagram. I may have posted it. I'm making her booty a little rosy right now. Trying to get the brush strokes out. Swiggity swooty.
Swooty booty. Sorry. Inappropriate, I guess.
I know. You need to start doing that with your commissions. You have many GW board games from that era, minis from them as well. Nice. Did you find it, Mike?
No.
Oh, you're
I'll find
looking.
my stuff.
He's looking at his stuff. All right, I need to switch over to the Skill Fantasy and Games set because they are more satin and way more easy to get to look right. Let me see. Where did all my flesh tones go?
Let's see. Oh,
What are you finding?
Sure. It's not even close to the way you paint.
You should never compare. Nobody should compare themselves to anyone else. Only compare your work to what you've done lately.
What?
Mister. Mike gave up painting when I became professional.
Oh.
No, I just been years. So
Okay.
Because I stopped became professional. You were professional long after I stopped.
Guten Tag, Camelclad. Camelclad is here. All right, there we go. That is much, much, much better. I'm getting less chalkiness with the satin paint. Look at that. That's better. Much better. So you can see kind of on the side of her leg there that kind of has that kind of desaturated color. I got to take glasses off, so if you need to get my attention, do at Shoshiesminis. How's yours coming, Todd?
I'm still working on the flesh. I'm doing the other leg now. I'm doing the stocking leg, I guess. So she's got like the one stocking on the concept. So trying to figure out how I'm gonna make the stocking.
I just painted. I painted it without a stock. I did it with like a belt around her leg.
Well, no, the one leg with the belt has flesh, and the leg without the belt is stocking apparently.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
well,
I don't know. I'm just basing it off of that.
It's interpretation, yes.
Well, yeah, there's no folds in the stocking, so you can do whatever you want, really.
Right.
Because if there's like
All right, I
folds
am
and
going
stuff, that'd be
to
hard to.
paint her face in a minute here.
Let's see. Oh. Okay.
Okay.
Let's see how blue I can make this without making it look too blue. Oops.
Thin this out a little bit. I feel like it's getting streaky. Sometimes satin paints can get streaky. Like the opposite of the flat paints get too flat. Satin paints get too streaky. There we go. Good. So I put together the Valentine's Day cake mini today, and it's a very interesting sculpt. I probably will not be painting it on stream
A little too risque.
because it is not safe for work, in my opinion.
A lot of Kingdom Death models are like that. Like the Forge God. Oh my god, that thing is
Yeah.
not as. He is not safe for anybody.
We tape off some of, like, we painted the Gorm on stream once, and we had to tape off we called it the anatomy.
The anatomy. Yes. The gross anatomy.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty. We're almost. Oh, sorry, you guys. I was pulling that to my face a little bit. Put a little blue in there. The blue desaturates the flesh tone also, but it gives it sort of a grayed out flesh tone look, so it gives it a nice shadow color. This is the turquoise I'm talking about. Not safe for work in progress. There you go. Oops, that's too much turquoise. I mixed that in. There we go.
It's really hard to get into her booty area, I gotta say right now. That little
Yeah,
that swoopy
like
area is
flat.
just.
Luckily, this ghost thing is blocking.
Well, I'm
Okay, my chat is telling me it's time for a stretch break because we like to stretch after an hour. So I don't know about you, but I'm going to get up and stretch my back and my arms.
Probably is a good idea. They say
It
if you're looking
is.
at,
You should stretch every hour.
well, they also say like your eyes, like if you're on your computer screen every hour, just basically look like 10 meters away somewhere and like for like 30 seconds just to refocus your eyes. So you're not like constantly straining them so close.
Yeah.
So it's probably a good idea just to give a.
So everybody in my chat needs to stand up also because you've all been sitting for the same amount of time I have.
Oh, bones cracking.
All right. I've had them tell me that they're glad that I make them do a stretch break too. Did you stretch?
I did a little stretch. I just did my arms and my legs a bit.
Yay! Yeah, that's good. It helps you go, not get
Twist
fatigued.
Let's see.
All right. Might need to do another layer of wash. I'm not sure. Okay, so I use the turquoise as my cool. I call these adjusters, and I'll put these like in the shadowed areas, like in between the legs, in between the chest, breast. Any place where there needs to be a different desaturated tone. And that really makes it look like it's Caucasian flesh too, like in the elbow pits. If it's on a man, you want to do it on the beard area because it will cool off that lower chin. And like if he's got a shaved head, same thing. And then I need pastel yellow, and I need magenta for my other two adjuster colors. And the pastel yellow is to like mimic the sunlight.
That's why I got my Manoff white base. It's like a cream color. It's a yellowy cream. So I like to add that to all my flesh tones.
Yeah. So I'm putting the pastel yellow anywhere where sunlight would kind of bounce, give it a little bit of brightness. Hard to see. There we go.
Slowly losing space in my palette again. It's slowly disappearing. Oops.
So my eye is visually mixing all of these colors on the skin. And let me do a little bit of this red down in here.
Let's see if I can do this.
Okay, I'm going to paint her face next. And I usually start right underneath the eye because that tends to be the brightest, that and the nose tend to be the brightest points on the face.
Yeah, well, yeah. If you have like a natural light source, like sun, for example, I unfortunately have. My light source is the lamp, so mine's
your lamp. That's right.
Yeah. Okay, let's see.
Up here, she's got some nice big eyes. Mostly the Kingdom Death models are
They're very anime-esque,
really
like,
small, and so this is actually not going to be too hard to paint.
I always thought they had big eyes for. I've painted a lot of Malifaux, and they have like tiny little dots for eyes. So this is like huge compared to some of the stuff I've done. Unfortunately.
All right. She looks kind of forlorn.
She looks very sad.
I need to get her.
Well, her eyebrows are basically doing like the whole like very like I'm so sad look, like I'm getting my ass bit by this rabbit.
Twilight Knight. I'm gonna start lightening up her hair because we're gonna go all the way to white with her hair.
Oh, nice. All right, I was not gonna do that. I actually might make her. I'll see what I get when I get there.
All right, I gotta check my chat. See. Nobody else wants to stand. They're like, Aaron J. May is here. Thank you so much. Evening streams are great. By the way, Aaron, you've got to meet our new Twitch friend, Toad Painting. I'm going to do because we're multi-streaming. There you go. And you can watch us both paint at the same time. We're painting the same mini.
Yeah, it's fun. It's nice.
What's my streaming schedule? My streaming schedule is I'm always here on Wednesdays from 7 to 9. And then I'm on, what's the other times? 2:30 to 4:30, GMT -6 on Mondays and Fridays. And then I'll have the occasional sneaky stream, but it's not announced to most of the time if I have a sneaky stream, which
a sneaky stream?
Yeah, that's when I stream off schedule.
Yes. I'm probably gonna do that on weekends, just do like some non-like...
Yeah. By the way, Todd, if you want to tell people what your schedule is.
Oh, this week I'm doing tomorrow I'm doing one at 5 o'clock. And on Sunday, I'm doing another one, I think at 2 o'clock. That's the rest of my... I used to do a Friday one, but I'm skipping that for doing this Wednesday one. But I think I'm going to go do like a Tuesday, Thursday, and then Sunday, Saturday, I'm going to do like an unscheduled ones. Anytime I feel like streaming, I'll probably be doing that. Probably even doing my own stuff.
Good.
I do a lot of sculpting and stuff like that, and painting for my other
Oh,
project.
that's right. I forgot. You sculpt also. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm doing some chaos demon world bases. So I gotta sculpt them, cast them, and paint them for my Rain City Hobbies store, which I'm got too many projects on the go.
So one of the other reasons why I want to make her, I'm actually using a very fair skin tone for her hair, and it's reading as white, but it's not going to be white because I'm going to make this ghost thing white, more than likely. But this will frame her face really nice and help draw attention to it. Check chat again. Ash Kathleen, hello. Wow, it is late for you. You can't sleep, so Ash Kathleen is in the UK, so that's pretty impressive that he's up this late.
Yes, it is.
We're painting the Twilight Knight from Kingdom Death, the Easter Bunny pinup, Easter Bunny Twilight Knight. She's super cute. All right, I'm going to give these ears.
I don't think there's any Kingdom Death female model that looks like fugly. They're all like super cute and classy.
There are. You know who's not real attractive? Is the, oh God, I'll get the mini. I don't remember the name of her. Hold on. Somebody in my chat will know.
Satan with her dicks
the
everywhere.
Satans are pretty cute. Hold on.
I'm not a big fan of
the
dick chicks.
Hold on, I'll find her. She's in this box. I think. It's this one, the Last Bard. This model, the
Really?
drawing of her is super cute. But she looks kind of crazy. She doesn't have this cute pouty face on the model. She's got kind of this like crazy eyes. Like,
okay, because I've seen the art, the concept art. She looks like cute and classic and whatever. But I haven't seen the model.
I don't know. You can't see it real well because I've got her primed black, but she's got kind of a crazy sneer.
Okay.
And she's got this weird skin flute creature. I don't know what it is, but it's
skin flute creature.
That's what it is. It's what it's called.
Oh, it's that one. Okay, now I thought you were talking about the other one. One with the lute, I think it is, or a leer.
Yeah,
I mean, that's
not even.
Is that kosher for Twitch?
It's like a flesh flute.
Vagine and her skin flute creature.
Everything in Kingdom Death is that way. What do you think?
No, it's not.
What do you think this?
Way more.
What do you think this ghost is? I'm not reading into things. I know I'm not. It's Kingdom Death. There we go with the terms of service. Oh, I didn't say anything bad, Black Skull. You were trying to sleep, but it isn't happening. Oh no. Frog dog, yeah. Okay. We're gonna get back to painting. Serious business.
Sure is.
I'm sorry, Todd.
No worries. You got your own crowd, I got my own crowd. All two of them.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, there's like a little bit of a mold line issue here. I might have to.
I've found one.
On her arm. Yeah. Might be able to hide it.
Yeah.
With a shadow or something. I don't know.
I'm gonna be trying to do that as well. Or just add some battle damage, my favorite. Battle damage everywhere.
Oh, your stuff is gone. You don't have the. That's okay, Ash Kathleen. You can always come back.
Black Skull, right.
Black Skull is
you
right.
Say something naughty. Why are you giggling so much?
Oh my gosh. All right. I'll be nice. It is Kingdom Death. Mike, you need to put yourself on cam for a minute. Hold on, I'm gonna do it.
I'm already.
Look at this. This is Mike. He's wearing his Boba Fett helmet that he got from a friend of his who is even bigger Star Wars fan than us. Poots' entire goal with KDM was to get me to giggle on stream. I think that's true. Go. Got the arm. See how that green over there? We can put a little turquoise in there. Help exaggerate that out a little bit. Good.
That's quite the picture of your husband there.
No disintegrations, Mike.
Yep.
No disintegrations. Did you get the bounty dead or alive? People are asking.
No, you dead.
He's no use to you dead. Okay. Going back in with the satin colors again because I'm seeing the streaks in the brush strokes.
I'm just trying to get rid of
All right, I need to go
splotches
back
everywhere.
in and...
I didn't even paint her hand. God. She's got too many weird fleshy parts.
Aw, mini bounty with Shoshi's heart. Want it alive.
So for her eyes, I'm going to use... What? Oh, you're trying to kiss me with that helmet on? Mm-mm.
It's more of a headbutt, really.
I know. I've got a little bit of dark gray, and I'm going to fill in her eyes so she looks like she's soulless to start, and then I'll paint in the iris. Yeah, you got to paint in everything black, all get the outline.
I always like to make my model have like the eyes looking like left or right, never straight ahead, because it looks weird if it's straight ahead. So I sometimes just do a black and do a one white dot. It's a lazy way of doing it, but it kind of helps because like when you're like, because she would be perfect looking to what her right. I think that'd be a really cute little.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Oh no.
KD Lynch about.
My Wrathcore holder. Okay, so this is I'm sponsored by Wrathcore.de, I think it is. Wrathcore.com, and they make these amazing holders. I'll show you this. This is one of them, and it comes with a little cup. And then there's also these, which are really awesome. What you do is you hold on to the bar, and then when you want to paint details and stuff, you rest your hand on the bar. And that way you're always turning the mini, but you're not turning the brush. You keep the brush the same direction. Oh, Manny Pannerink says she's calling for smoochies. No, that's not appropriate. No. All right, I'm going to fill in her eyes with it's again the light skin tone. And they always say never use white for the inside of the white of the eye.
I always do white.
And you just leave a black ring around the edge so that it looks like she's got eyelashes. Oops. I think I painted that too much. I'm going to redo that.
Do I like that?
Do you have any tricks for eyes? You usually have them looking off to the side?
Yeah. Just makes them, it gives them more character, really. Like, because it's also hard to do, like, the eyes the same kind of, like, because because it takes a long time to get their eyes pupils the right shape or size. Sometimes get too small, too big. By looking off to the side, you can always just fudge it a bit and it looks more natural. Because
That's true.
one eye can be hidden more, right? So it's a little smaller and stuff like that. So just in general, just.
Yeah, you can get them from PK Pro, Ash Catalane, exactly. EU based. PK Pro is their distributor for the handles, holders. There we go. Okay, so I'm thinking I'm going to go, instead of white for her costume, I'm going to go with something else.
Yeah, I'm probably going to go for a
Because
light
it's
pastel-y color.
currently primed green. I'm thinking, let's see, what were my other colors on my... We could go with, it's already green, so we could go with a lime green. That could be cute. That could be cute. Let me try that. So, what do we have? Here we go. We're going to desaturate that out with the yellow. Because it's a little too green.
Okay. I'm just trying to make her skin a little more natural.
Perfect.
With some washes. Do some Caspian flesh wash because it has a bit of a yellow to it.
Oh,
Yellowy
wow,
brown.
that looks really good.
Mine are. It was too
I peeked again.
Sorry, no, it's I can see yours right now and mine together. So yours is looking very nice.
Mm-hmm.
Mine is looking
Thank you.
A little hobo-ish right now.
Stop it. No criticizing.
Yeah.
Oh, we talked about going over. Does the chat want us to go over? Todd want to go over?
Sorry, what?
This is about the time I usually start winding down because I only go for usually 2 hours.
Okay.
But we can ask the chat and see if they want us to keep going or if you want to keep going.
Well, yeah. I guess we'll ask the chat if they want to.
Yeah. So, guys, give me some emotes. Throw up some emotes. Let me see if you want us to keep going or if you want us to go ahead and resume next Wednesday because we will be back next Wednesday either way to work on this some more.
Yeah. Got a lot to do on this poor lady.
They're like, you can do it. I want to see emotes. All right, there we got some. Keep going forever.
Not a valid response, person. Disqualified. Ever watch Adventure
What is that
Time?
noise, Mike? Stop. Okay, I can keep going a little bit longer. If you are okay with that.
Yeah, sure. I think I'm okay. I can handle that. Hopefully.
How about we do another 30 minutes? Can you let me know where we're at? He's doing his Boba Fett sound effects. And it's irritating. So I don't know if you know this, but if you ever watch my stream, my husband trolls me. And chat seems to love it. Oh, husband's going to bed. Okay. I thought you were going to let me know. Huh? I guess he's going to bed. Okay. Yes. Might.
Server migration tomorrow.
More boba. They want more boba. All right. Glasses are off. I'm going to paint some highlights with this yellow. She's going from green to yellow now. Equally cute and bright and sunny.
Ugh, I've run out of space on my palette again. All my blues for the stocking have kind of just gone everywhere. Unfortunately.
All right. That looks really cute. I actually like that yellow a lot. It's sort of like a really pale yellow green. And I'm going to paint her ears real quick.
Oh, what even color are her ears? I guess the same color as her hair, maybe?
Yeah, I'm making the same color as her hair.
Which is white, I guess. You're making her a white rabbit.
Yeah, like a whitish light color. It's for me. It's the lightest skin tone I have. Because I try not to use white or black unless I, like finishing some, really emphasizing.
Okay, yeah, I'm lazy. I just like to use black and white. It's cartoony, it makes things pop, it's fast and easy. I don't know. Lots of reasons to do it.
Okay.
I have a dark spot.
So guys, Todd is planning on streaming. Well, you're thinking about streaming in the evenings on Wednesdays, right? And so since you're on,
Oh no, not Wednesdays. Just
not
on
Wednesdays. Okay.
Tuesdays and Thursdays were my normal streams, and then
okay.
sometimes Fridays.
Bummer.
I'm only doing Wednesday today because of
Okay.
you. I try not to steal your
Because it's
airtime
special. Okay.
with my humble
Yeah. Okay.
paintings.
I was gonna say if you were gonna stream on Wednesdays, I could host you because you are on Pacific time.
Yes.
Which makes it really convenient for me.
Will you stream at what time? 7 o'clock your time?
Central, yeah. So 7 to 9 is 5 to 7 on your. So you,
which would be exactly the same time as you. So I don't think that'd be a good.
Right.
Because if I did it before or after.
Okay,
But,
right.
Or
I'm gonna grab some.
Maybe I'm not, because I'm new to this. I
Ivory
just completely
color.
wrong. So that's the proper wave.
Oh, you're gonna stream the same? Oh no.
No, I'm not. Yeah, because like my normal stream times are 5 to 7, which is basically the same time as you do it. So I don't want to steal your airtime. So.
Pacific time.
Yeah, because I'm on BC time.
Greaser says he could watch us paint for hours on end. That's nice. I love that. This is ivory, and I'm using this to highlight the hair to bring that up even brighter. So you want to start a white color with a darker kind of dingy color, actually, and then bring it up. Because if you start with white, then you have to shade down. Otherwise, you won't get the You won't get the.
I do two brush.
It won't be as clean. You do the two brush?
Which is
you do or don't?
Yeah, so I basically would start light. I'd almost like if I'm doing white hair, I'd start white and maybe do a wash and then start doing more shading at that point. Bring it down. True. And then once I get to the finished part of the shading, I have to go back and do the white and just do like a stream highlighting basically and touch up a few things.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's why I prime all white all the time. So you finished the flesh already? I am.
Except for her hand. Yeah, I have pretty much. Her hands are still need painting, but I think the flesh is basically done.
I can spend quite a few hours on her flesh stuff.
I kind of bring it to where I want it, and then I stop, and then I do the rest of the mini, and then I go back and pick out all my highlights and stuff, because if I do all the flesh right now, then I might have to relight it later, right?
Okay. Maybe I'll go back
this way.
Maybe I'll do your method and just give up right now and go back. Okay, let's see. Oh, painting off the camera. I guess I'll start doing something else now. What the hell? I guess her you doing her I guess her one piece. What are you doing right now? Sorry.
Yeah, her little Playboy bunny outfit.
Yeah.
Somebody else I know did her and then gave her a little cottontail, and it was really cute.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. Too bad I can't do that because she's already built. Or you could turn the thing of biting her ear into a cottontail thing. Be kind of cute
Right.
as well.
I had to take that off because it was kept falling off. I'm going to have to paint it separately and put it on.
Yeah, mine's
Oop,
attached.
that's too much
This
yellow.
Little dude right here.
Yeah.
Duder. With his weird, creepy finger feet. He's got 4 finger feet. But doesn't have a thumb. I guess the thumb is hidden somewhere. Or maybe I just cut it off accidentally.
Now, she has some kind of strange lock on, like a locking
Yeah, it's like
thing on her back, and I don't
know what that is.
I don't
either.
really get it. I'm gonna paint it metal though.
Makes sense. It is very like metallic looking, I gotta say. I don't know what else color you'd actually put it in. Like,
Right.
because it doesn't look like it's like leather or something like that. It looks like it's very much a metallic. But what would it be though? It's like part of her costume, or is it like it's like a harness for the thing to hold on to? Is it like normally like a rider like this?
Yeah, I don't know.
Because it almost looks like a handle, like seat, like a grip basically for unknown reasons. Or maybe reasons I don't want to explain on Twitch. Okay.
All right, I'm going to put glasses on and look at the chat again in a second.
Oh.
I forgot to paint her part. I'm not going to paint this part on stream. I'm just going to do it here.
Okay.
Got to keep it friendly.
Keep it friendly. PG.
Yeah, PG. Oh, wow. Hold on. I got to thank a subscriber.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know if it's a... Yeah, it's... She's definitely not like a doll. She's like some weird living creature who likes bunnies too much. Sorry, I'm just talking with my KD Lynch over here.
She's fighting these bunny demons.
Yeah, but what's the handle for? Like, what would the handle be? Did she like get picked up afterwards by like something and like I don't know? And she's also got collars, I guess. On her wrists. Okay, what color should I do her? I'm
gonna paint the sword hilts brown to start, so that way I can do some non-metallic metal on it, because Kingdom Death looks really good with non-metallic metal.
I am lazy, and non-metallic metals take forever. And
you are totally fine with it. Yeah.
I'm gonna do her.
You know, the first time I ever tried non-metallic metal, because I was raised on private to press, I never did non-metallic metals.
Well, private press,
you know, so the first time I tried it, it was actually on stream, and I'd never really done it. I knew how to do it, like in theory, but I'd never felt like successful at it.
Okay.
And the chat was like, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. And I was like, oh my God, okay, all right, well, I'm going to fail in public. And we did it. And I was like, after that, I like teaching it helped me learn it, if that makes any sense.
Exactly. I have the same thing. It's like, oh yeah, this is... How do you actually... Explaining it definitely does help you a lot. I don't know, like, it's just weird. Is that like teachers kind of like do that? Because like when people are doing like theses or whatever, some professors are learning it and teaching at the same time. Maybe wrong. I've never actually been to university, as you can tell, so... I don't know the processes of some things. Okay. I'm going to steal your idea about the green, because I like it, like the teal. Somewhere on her bunny costume. Oh my God.
So my first instinct was to make the hood that she's wearing the same color as her outfit, but I think I'm actually going to make it pink to tie it back into the base. And see how that looks.
Yeah, I'll figure that when I get there. Thank you for following me. I missed your name. I'm sorry. Looked up and said I didn't want to interrupt Shoshi here, so sorry. I missed your name. But thank you very much for following. I can't remember things.
Greaser wants to know if anybody knows anybody who paints Dust Tactics on Twitch. That is a good question. So you can join the Triptych Discord, which we have a Discord for a whole bunch of painters and streamers, and that's a really good question to ask because there are so many painters and streamers on there. I'm going to do !Triptych so you guys can find it. Triptych is the group of guys that we group together to help cross-pollinate our Triptych. I gotta spell it right.
Yeah, it's a little interesting name.
Yeah, that's wrong. Okay, TRYIT. It means it's like when you have three things in a. Oh, thank you, Ash Kedlane. You rock. You got it for me. Join the Triptych server, and there's the Discord. And so I would go in there and join that and ask around because somebody is going to know, or offer to do it. You know. Anyway, so yeah, I don't remember what I was saying before that. Okay. Maybe somebody was asking me a question. I better look at chat again. Oh, you wanted to... Okay, so Iron Metal says, I asked you a question last week if about training in fine art would help your mini, and you've been studying and having a great time, loads of fun. That is awesome. So he asked me if he did any kind of like art classes, if it would help him with his mini painting, and I told him absolutely.
Yeah.
I said
Any kind
all different kinds of art are going to help your other art.
Yes.
You know, photography is going to help you learn about composition and about, color stories. Graphic design is going to help you learn about design.
I found sculpting really helps with like doing anatomy because you're like where all the muscles go
right.
and like what things you actually should pick out that are kind of hidden on most models, and like how light
exactly.
Plays on. Yeah. Okay.
Anything I can do to get people to do more art is, my goal. Like it doesn't have to be mini art; it can be any art. So
it's a very noble quest. Okay.
How did you so you got started painting when you were about 14? Yeah, was it on GW models or?
Yeah, Warhammer Fantasy. Got vampire counts. They're fun.
Were you a nerd too when you were?
Oh God, yes. So nerdy. I don't know. All my friends were kind of like that. So. How about you? You played what, D&D and LARP?
I played D&D in 1980 when no girl played D&D.
Yes.
Wow. I was a rare unicorn at the time. And it's funny because when I first saw there's a bunch of boys in 5th grade playing around a table, I had just watched the movie Clash of the Titans.
Oh.
Which is all about like mythology and stuff. And I saw they were playing this game with these mythological creatures that I was really into. And they said, you can't play. And math. I was like, oh no.
Did they use the math excuse?
And so I begged my mom to buy me the red box set, and she did. And I managed to find a couple people to run it for me and my friends, and we would play during recess.
So not those people, right?
Yeah, definitely different boys. But yeah.
Yeah, good call.
Cool one. Okay. Orcus Dust Tactics got bought, and somebody else, I think it's Gregoire and Alicia, that are doing it now, and it's definitely still around. Definitely, it's U.S. based now. Katie Lynch says we had women in our D&D, AD&D groups, perhaps regional. Katie, was that in the 80s? Was that in 1980? because when I was in 5th grade, it just wasn't a thing. Like, I didn't even know I was a nerd until I got into high school. I didn't know, because I didn't know what I was, because there were just not that many girl geeks. Katie says my first D&D game was at a nudist camp. Oh my gosh, definitely in the
Whoa.
70s.
That's
Brothel.
that's a rough way to start, I guess. So I guess depends on what your stance
That's
on.
amazing. Yeah. All right, I need to lighten this pink up because it is too pink. I need to highlight a little bit.
Hopefully this is okay.
So I told you I'm going very pastel on your girl. So
I'm
for those of you
being-
guys who don't know, who've been watching, I'm painting this model for Toad painting, and he's painting the one that is on his stream for me. So we're going to swap.
Yeah, it's a
Like that a lot.
mini swap, I think it's called. I think it's the first time
Yes.
I've done this. I've done a mini swap, so hopefully
Oh, awesome. I feel really honored then.
you may not have to get the model. It's
Oh, really? Like I said, you can cheat and touch it up off stream. I will not object.
okay. Well,
I'm planning on picking at this one a little bit afterward.
well, we're also gonna do
Just
another.
because my eyesight is.
We're doing another
Yeah.
session. So
I won't be able to get this to commission level without doing something to it because my eyesight doesn't allow me to paint as well on stream as it does off stream.
Yeah, it's just the position of the camera. It's a little gets in the way sometimes for me. How do the hair? Does she actually have a? Oh, she does have like a neck thing. She has a weird for her hoodie, I guess. Hard to tell when it's all primed.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Orcris Gaming asked me if I had announced the model that I'm painting in my skin tones class for Adepticon, the one that Kingdom Death is sponsoring. And yes, I did announce it. It's the Spider Silk Assassin. And I'm not 100% sure, but I don't think she's come out. She's been released as a plastic model yet. I could be wrong. But I got the plastic model of her.
Very nice. All right, let's do the sword, I guess. Maybe I'll be fancy and do non-metallic like you. Or I'll be lazy. Let's be fancy.
Well, we got some good headway on this model so far. What do you think? You're
I don't know. It's a very.
I told you I'm a fast painter. I'm a very fast painter.
It's well, it's just very like. There's too many things like interacting with something else, so it's kind of. It's not very open. It's very like cluttery, so it's kind of.
Yeah,
hard
this
to
is
tell exactly how
this
far
is
I am.
probably the best painted sub-assembled. I would say.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to go with a cool gray on the ghost bunny thingy. I'm going to use a cool gray, like maybe a mixture of this Arctic blue, which is like ice blue for P3, and a little bit of flesh tone mixed in so that it kind of goes gray on me. And then I can highlight it up to white.
Okay.
RBR, are you been here the whole time? I thought I saw him leave earlier. You like to Google it and see what yourself. Yeah. So Spider Silk Assassin. Yeah. Look her up. She's very cool looking.
Oh no.
Oh, that's not the.
No.
Oh no! What happened?
No. It's fine. I'll fix it. It's just a little blep. A little too bleppy.
I'm gonna add some black to this so that it gets even darker. On the underside, I'm making it much darker gray.
So let's add more yellow to this.
Oop, am I too close? I'm way too close. Sorry, guys. I get off cam sometimes because I see what I'm doing.
Yeah. I get the exact same problem, don't worry. Always just migrates.
Okay. Normally I would wet blend this guy, but I don't think I'm going to have time to smooth it out. So I'm just going to do the whole thing gray and then layer instead later, or maybe wet blend it some more later.
I'm not thinking that
I got
far ahead right now.
overspray on it, and so it has some greens overspray on it from when I airbrush primed it.
Oh no, got some. Nope, shit. Don't ignore that. Oh my god, really? I'm getting blue and brown spots. You don't want that.
Oh, she's going to be really cute. This color scheme, you're going to like this.
That's good. I can tell it's
Going to be very Easterly.
I can definitely see she's
Is that
coming
a
out
word?
nicely. Much better than mine. Mine is as the other guy was saying, poop.
No.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Rizar just arrived. We just happened to go overtime too, so you caught us. All right, Orcus Gaming, thank you so much and have a good night. We're going to be wrapping up fairly soon here.
Yeah. Time for dinner.
I just want to get the little ghost guy base coated at least.
The swirly thing?
The little the ghost bunny.
On her back? Oh no, basically like
The one she's holding by the ears.
Isn't it a lantern? I think it's just a lantern with ears and it's got like a smoke effect. I think that's all it is.
I think it's a spirit with an egg in its mouth that is glowing.
I always thought it was a lantern because Kingdom Death has a lot of lanterns. So that's what I thought it was, but I'm probably wrong. Don't worry, don't mind me.
Whatever you want it to be.
Exactly. I made mine poop.
I haven't decided whether I'm going to do too much. I might do a little bit of glow from it. But I'm doing her in such light colors that it's not going to be very... It's not going to be heavy OSL for this.
It would make sense if it was like a lantern for her, because she wouldn't need it because it's so bright out.
Mm-hmm. All right, let me show everybody what I've got so far. So I'm going to stick her out of here. Got a little white tack on her feet now. Put her on her base and see how she's going to look. She's going to be really cute. You want to take a peek?
Yeah. You can just tell.
So I need to put some turquoise in this up here somewhere so that it's kind of all ties. Because now the hat, see how the hat goes with the eggs. Maybe we'll put it into the cloud monster thingy.
Looking very
all right,
good.
I'm gonna look for somebody for us to raid. Do you want us both to raid the same person, or do you want to raid? Okay. Awesome. Lamuna's got the wet palette I sent him. That's awesome. If you're interested in buying these Redgrass Game wet palettes, I am selling them. and I will have them with me at Adepticon if you're going to be there. All right, I'm going to pick somebody. Let's see who is on panel. Let's see. Let's do Key Lime Prime. He's the guy that helped us.
Okay.
We
yeah.
talked about him. He's the other Canadian. Yeah. So Key Lime is, and he will be happy because he was talking about needing some love.
Yes.
All right, so
Everyone needs some love.
I'm going to let everybody know we're going to be back painting this model again on Wednesday. All right, and I'm going to type ! Mad Love so that you can cut and copy this thing to copy into the spam key lime with. If you have my emotes or do you have emotes yet? Are you affiliated yet?
No. I'm still quite new.
Oh, okay. So
Or just
we're going to
terrible
use
at
my
this.
emotes or, yeah, key lime is good. Okay, so here we go. I'm getting ready to raid him. All right. So I'll be back 7 to 9 on next Wednesday painting this exact same model. If you guys want to see the results and see Toad and I paint this again, give Toad Painting a follow. It's really really great painter. You follow him on social media too. And we're gonna go raid Key Lime. All right, bye guys.
Guys, thanks for watching.
Okay, and I am off. And I will talk to you after the stream.
All right. Thank you so much for doing this with me. Okay, let's see. Am I on or am I reading? Cool. All right.
So for those who are in my chat, be sure to follow Shoshi and be sure to follow Toad. Greaser, thank you very much for the host, the